And here we go. Rolling up and down the fingers. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And the thumb. Down onto the wrists. And up across the knuckles. And let's take the ball between the thumb and the index finger and squeeze. And the middle finger. The ring finger. Excuse me. And then the pinky. And the thumb. Other hand, index. Middle. Ring. And pinky. And let's go around the back. And switch. 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 And then through the legs, hinging at the waist. Switch. 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 Yeah, let's put the ball on the floor. Assess how the feet are feeling. And step on the ball. Right in the middle of the foot. And press down 3 times. Move the ball up to the knuckles. Press down once on each going across. Roll across the knuckles. And bring the ball to the top of the heel, pivot on the toes and roll. Bring the ball to just below the first knuckle, press down. Press down at the side of the top of the heel. And in the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll down each of the bones. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and go to the other foot and repeat. Middle of the foot, knuckles, cross the knuckles, pivot on the toes. And press down on each of those 3 spots. Roll down the bones. And scribble. And 20, release, get the ball out of the way. and reassess. And let's do 12 good mornings. Hinging at the waist, keeping the head back, spine neutral. Feet straight ahead. And 12. And let's shake the tree. Three, two, one, centering. And twisting at the waist, swinging the arms. And center. With some motion wave breathing. Moving the weight a little bit forward to the toes as we go up and exhale. And back on the heels as we come down and inhale. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step to one side. Gather in starlight. And center. Same thing in the other direction. And center, walk, jog, or march. So today I was going to do the McGill Big Three, core and stabilization for the core and the back. So there are no squats involved in that. Excuse me again. If you want to do rapid squats to get the heart rate going, I think I'm going to sprint today. But just keep doing what you're doing if you'd like, and be safe, whatever you do. And get some rolling in the after class. I'm going to get going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10. 20. And 30. 2 deep breaths. Interlace the fingers, raise the hands up, reach up. If you're on your toes, come down. And if you can, do a back extension. Back to center, bend in one direction. And then the other. And come back to center. Lower the hands, press out at the chest. Come on down. Interlace the hands behind the back. Raise them up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Come on down and shrug the shoulders. Roll them back. And forward. Extend the arms and tap the shoulders. Leave them out and rotate. Other direction. One palm up, one palm down, flip flop. Bring one arm across the body, pressing at the elbow. And then the other. First arm behind the back, pressing down and in on the other. Then the other. Bring your heels together and press them together, squeezing the glutes. And release. Bring your hands back. Actually, bring your hands up and grab both elbows and rock side to side. And then bring the hands down and rotate the neck. Switch directions. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Bring the head to center, tuck in the chin, look to one side, then drop the chin towards the collarbone. And then look up. Back to center. Still tucked, look the other way. Drop the chin. And look up. Let us do a side lunge. The other way. Turn to one side. Front leg is bent. Pushing back on the, pushing the back heel towards the floor. And then the other way, same thing. Yeah, come on up then. Let's grab that stick. Or the old Booyah stick routine. Starting with some flip-flops. And then rotate out in a big circle. Reverse direction. And go laterally. And reverse laterally. Bring the stick behind the back in the crook of the elbows and twist at the waist. If you can do a back extension, lean back, otherwise just keep twisting. And come on back, tuck in the chin, back like a pigeon. And then bring the stick up to the neck. And twist the body, keeping the head and hips facing forward. Then bring the stick up over the head and down below the waist. Back up over the head, and if you can, behind you. Otherwise, just to the top of the head. Back and forth. One more. And bring the stick to the chest and flap the wrists. Push out. Bring the stick to one side, hand on top or near the top, and swing it behind you. And then the other side. And bring it to the middle. Hold on with two hands, one hand or a finger or two, come up on your toes, hold for a second, go back on your heels for a second, and let's do that 15 times. Eight. 12, 13, 14, and 15. And we're going to do some balance exercises so you can keep the stick on the floor off to the side a little bit as you bring all the weight onto one foot and the other foot, you have the toe on the floor. And maybe pick it up a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe move it around. Go as far as you feel comfortable doing. If you want and can, bring the stick up to your shoulder. But feel it all unstable, leave it on the floor there. And start moving the stick if you can. You got it up. Three, two, one, and down. Same thing on the other side. Three, two, one, down, and down, and down, because we're going to get on the floor, do the McGills. I will bring the camera down there. And we're going to line our backs. Your hands can be by your, no, they can't be by your side on this. That's 5 Tibetans here. We want them underneath the small of the back, protecting the lower back. You got the sole of one foot on the floor and the other leg is extended. We're going to come up just enough to clear the floor with our head, neck, and shoulders. Hold for 10. Go back down and then switch the position of the legs. And we'll do 3 reps on that for each side. Starting now. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Switch the position of the feet. Come on back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Switch positions and up. 10. One and down. Switch and up. And down, switch, and up. and down, and the last one, switch and come on up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Take a couple of nice three-dimensional breaths. Now for the next one, it's a bird dog. But if you prefer to do this on your back, rather than getting on all fours and extending a hand and a leg, I'm going to do a dying bug. So your legs are in 90-degree position, the hands are extended straight up. Left hand goes back, right foot goes back, hold for 10, come back up. Right hand, left foot, hold for 10, come back up. But the traditional way of doing this is the bird dog. Hands under the shoulders, knees hip width apart. And again, if you can't do it both hand and foot at the same time, just do the hands and then do the feet, and then come back to the hands, or start with the feet and do the hands and then the feet. But if you can do both at the same time, well, let's do the left hand, right foot, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Right hand, left foot, 10. And back. Left hand, right foot. Back. Right hand, left foot. Back. Last round of left hand, right foot. And back, and right hand, left foot, final time. And back. Come on your side. Either one will do. Take a couple of breaths. We're going to do some side planks. And you can do these on your knees with one foot on top of the other, or one foot in front of the other. However you do them, make sure your elbow is under your shoulder. The forearm is out. You want to come up on your knees, that's like that. Feet, one foot on top of the other, or one foot in front of the other. We're going to hold for 10. We'll do 3 on this side and then 3 on the other. Ready? 1, 2. And down. Take a nice restful breath. And up. 10, 9, 8. And down. More breath. And back up one more time. 10. And down. Let's switch to the other side. And up, 10. And down. And up. And down. And up. and down. Very good. Come around, sit down. And today we're just going to do a very deep inhale and let it all go with a full exhale. So it's expanding the ribs on the side, going into the belly and up to the chest, and then just let it out with your mouth. We'll do 5 of those. So in. One more. And getting up, rubbing those hands together, cultivating chi. And forming the chi ball. Which is doing whatever it wants to do. As we follow, shifting weight, one foot to the other, one channel to the other, like a water flow. Like gravity. I was going to say. I guess that's got its merits. And center. 2 breaths. And let us open our hearts. And on that inhale, exhale, and send it out. Center, 2 breaths. And bring down heavenly chi. Head down, gather some up. And namaste.
Thank you.
Hey, Nina, take care. Thank you. And there you go. Ava, we've got some rolling if you're available. I'm going to grab a ball and a roller. And I guess I should put the floor camera on. So we'd work Some lower body stuff today. The hips, starting with just sitting on the ball on the glutes. Right in the middle, moving around a little, using the hands and the opposite leg to modulate the amount of pressure. And if there's any particularly tight spot that you want to dislodge, just sit on the ball for a little while, right on that spot. Breathe deep. And then I'm going to move over to the side and top of the hip to the gluteus medius up here, where things are generally tight. Do the same, moving around. Ooh, finding a nice tender spot to lean into. Again, tempering the amount of pressure I give by lifting up with my other foot and hands, arms. And releasing, and then I'm going to go to the other side, same thing. I'll sit there, take a nice deep breath. 4, 2. Releasing a little bit more pressure there. And then over to the gluteus medius. You can also do it on your, resting on your forearm here. I haven't done these in a while, I can tell. Yeah, I'm going to lean into it. You also flex your leg. And come on up. I'll grab the roller. And we're going to lie back. Put it right under the pelvis. And bring the knees up towards the chest. And then to the right side. And do 4 circles in one direction. And then 4 in the other. And come to a halt and do a few bicycles in one direction, maybe 4 cycles there. And then reverse. And come back and go to the left side, make sure the roller's secure. And do 4 circles in one direction. And 4 in the other. And then 4 bicycles. Reverse. And come to center. Again, make sure that roller is secure. And we're going to do 8 figure 8s. Starting in one direction 4 times and then going the opposite way before. And when you're done there, let's do 8 bicycles. And then switch and do 8 more, going in the other, in reverse. And come on down slowly. And hopefully that opens things up.